going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live here on the DST show, and we're going to go over AEW Dynamite Grand Slam here in September 21st, 2022. Of course, speculation over the backstage heat that has run amok over two vacant championships. One that just got introduced in a tournament on pay-per-view, and the other one that just came out of an interim championship, bro. I am telling you, AEW is already not doing itself any favors to make sure that they continue trying to, keep consistency. But here we are. And here comes Chris Jericho. And he's still with the Judas theme song, bro. What's poppin'? What's poppin', Rose? What's poppin'? And here comes Claudio Castagnoli. Bro, I'm going to do a Blackpool Fight Combat Club sucks video very soon. Because there's no cohesion or gimmick into this other than the four best workers and of course Wheeler Yuta in a faction just because they wrestle good. That's it. That's their whole faction. This is literally just a ripoff of the foundation from Ring of Honor. But guess what? Nobody watched that either. But great, the Ring of Honor World title's on the line in the opener. And there's, of course, Kerry Silken. Yeah, he popularized it. Never got a public TV deal. So, of course, Jericho is going to lose this match, but only people care that's going to be a good one. Starting off hot with the Ring of Honor World title. Why not the Atlantic Championship? This is already questionable to begin with. I mean, I don't mind these two, and I can't wait for them to wrestle. But this is man, there it is. We got the close honor handshake. Just like the good old days, guys. Remember the good old days of Ring of Honor? And Cesaro's already starting with the uppercuts. You mean no respect? Yeah, Claudio in his fifth title defense. They've all been on AEW television. And there's the uppercut on Jericho on one side of the turnbuckle, and here comes the other one. Oh my god, that water's so good. Never tried cucumber water. Oh, and just gorilla press him and then tossed him over the top rope, crotch first. And of course, my favorite person, Aubrey Edwards here, and he big boots him out the ring. Probably wanted to open and close with a world title match. That's probably the reason, Rose. I just question that. I don't think it's important because, of course, the Ring of Honor titles, if it wasn't for Claudio holding it, then I feel like they wouldn't even publish it on TV. And then Wheeler Yuta is going to be on. Everybody wants to hear a Wheeler Yuta promo. Then we have Pac versus Orange Cassidy for the Atlantic title. Then we have another four-way for the women's title. We're doing this again. We're doing another four-way, then Moxley versus Danielson for the world title. Imagine they made another tournament for the interim title. Wheeler Yuta has no reason to be on TV, bro. That guy has as much charisma as WNBA has a finals attendance. Jericho uses, I guess, a guy that's been part of Ring of Honor as a shield, and now he got the one-up on Claudio. Jericho with the lipo abs. Oh, and there it is, the chop. I really doubt that Jericho actually took time to work out. I swear to God. I swear. He took lipo. Lionheart isn't a gimmick. Thugonomics seen as a gimmick. Dash and Cody Rhodes is a gimmick. Mustache and Cody Rhodes isn't a gimmick. Lionheart Jericho was not a gimmick, bro. Who hit Carrie? Jericho and Claudio no trading blows. Why not just open the show with the 4-way women's match? Wouldn't that be a short pop and then later on you have the Ring of Honor World title? We'll be in Atlantic City, New Jersey for... I've been in Atlantic City several times over my life, bro. And let me tell you, my friends call me dickheads. I mean, my friends call me dickheads for a reason. They never bring me to trips there anymore. I leave them on tab for a reason. Lionheart is a persona in what way? That he just wrestled in Japan, or that's him being babyface? I don't get the Lionheart thing. Uppercuts him over to the corner. Atlantic City's a nice touring place. Decent restaurants there. Trying to do a vertical suplex over the ring apron, and Claudio now trading blows with Jericho over the ring apron. Trying to trade blows with a guy that's obviously physically stronger than him. Jericho rakes the eyes, knowing he can't go blow to blow with Claudio. And now look at Jericho. Is he attempting a suplex over the apron? And he suplexed him outside of the ring. Is that Action Bronson? Why not just make Rampage 2 hours and go fuck yourself, bro? And then we have Action Bronson. Eddie Kingston look. Oh God, Eddie Kingston, shave. Brody King is still on TV. Do you think we're getting any surprise debuts tonight or on Rampage? They're probably gonna save it for Dynamite. Rampage they're just gonna make it short and sweet. Even over a 2-night event, we're probably gonna get a couple promos. I don't know. I'm not gonna react over that, bro. I got work. I ain't wasting my time with Rampage. I want bread. I'll probably stream week 3 of the NFL of Sunday football. I don't think you guys see me 10 in the evening doing Rampage. Finger on my Butterfinger. Doesn't Nike have the same thing, Skechers? They're still uppercutting and chopping, bro. Somebody please give me the reason why, like, the Blackpool Combat Club is a thing. First of all, the only reason why they're even called that is because William Regal's English and they just have good workers. None of them have like a MMA background or anything other than they just fight. Sunday, you still look 16 even though you're like in your mid-20s. Honestly. And someone please explain why they do nothing, at least like the American Top Team. They're just a ripoff of American Top Team with no legitimacy except pro wrestling wise. Like, at least Lashley was at least an All-American, became a pro MMA fighter, and of course a successful world champion. I'm not saying that majority of the Blackpool Combat Club are not successful, but other than that, they have no legitimate chemistry other than they all wrestle well. Claudio Castagnoli sounds like he made a bomb-ass pasta. It's because Regal was raised in Blackpool, but still doesn't add much. He just doesn't add much. I don't get it. He doesn't do the legitimate promos. He's not a hype man. You're gonna fight and then think of me, sunshine. Like, shut up, Regal. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go over? Are you gonna come over and shoot again? How you just went for the business for yourself against goddamn Goldberg, and think that you're a badass? Only English jobbers like What Culture are gonna think that you're a badass because you're built like a grandmother, and you were never gonna be a main eventer. But that was a cool spot by Jericho. Counters a powerbomb from the top into a head scissors. Hurricane Rana from the top, and it's a near fall. What's the capacity of Arthur Ashe? Who's Arthur Ashe? Is this another person on AEW? I don't know. Arthur Ashe Stadium. Oh, okay. I just now saw the hard cam. What is the capacity of Arthur Ashe? I do not know. Arthur, isn't this in Canada? A pop-up European uppercut, and it's a no near fall. Give me 2 seconds, Rose. I'll have your answer. The capacity goes up to 23. 23,000. 23,000 people. Cover again by Claudio. Castagnoli, what's popping, Steve? Claudio going for the Scorpion Deathlock. Scorpion Deathlock. Stop holding the belt. And there it is. Claudio has it up in the fans on their feet. Will Jericho submit? Can Aubrey get away from Jericho trying to reach for the ropes, please? How much you need to slide, bitch? Not much, Steve. What's going on, Steve? What's going on? Still stuck over that sharpshooter. Trying to reach for the ropes, and Jericho heads for the ropes. The collapse of the leg lock. Claudio, of course, aggravated. November 9th, we'll be in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, going for a low blow. Claudio counters. Crosses both arms up for a sit-down powerbomb. The cover. 2. No. We're with Aubrey. Block my account, Edwards. I hate Aubrey Edwards with a passion, bro. And now Claudio still with some aggravation. He's just kneeing Jericho at this point. I don't know. Aubrey Edwards. He just looks like that dyke bitch that worked with Dr. Evil back in the Austin Power films. Trying to go for a springboard. Was that supposed to be a code breaker or a drop kick? I got my ticket for SmackDown next Friday. Gonna be my first televised event. That's nice. Congratulations, Steve. Have fun. Going for the near fall. I couldn't tell if that was a code breaker. Honestly, that was a sloppy counter by Jericho. Could Jericho collect himself to garner the momentum? So what? Does Jim Ross only work the second hour now because he's old as fuck? Claudio trying to hook over the leg so he doesn't. Oh, and the walls is locked in. And now they're in sex positions, bro. And there is, of course, the stomps to the face. And there's the swing. There's the swing. All right. The fans are counting. This is in the middle of the ring. If this was when Jericho was pregnant, I would have called Claudio the strongest person on the roster. And the fans are applauding. And he slingshots him over to the turnbuckle. Jericho took that sloppily, by the way, and then moved for a lariat for an obvious near fall. Why not just hit the sharpshooter, bro, and end it? Don't know why not just go for decisive finishes. All right, seems like we got a guest. Thank you. What's going on, man? Okay, that was pointless. The bat's coming into play. Claudio catches it in the middle of the swing. Claudio takes it away and goes for the uppercut. Trying to hit for the neutralizer. Tosses him over the shoulder. Catches himself in the... the low blow to the midsection. I mean, to the low blow. Below the belt. Jesus Christ. Judas effect. Cover. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? That's a near 20-minute match, and Jericho's now the world champion? Did anybody ever what type of universe mode shit is this? Jericho's your new Ring of Honor world champion. What? Well, there's, of course, the Jericho Appreciation Society, a bunch of white people celebrating with Jericho for the most meaningless belt championship win. But the Ring of Honor belt is so prestigious, no one cares. And Daniel Garcia looking up in the distance. What, are they trying to turn Daniel Garcia face? Why is the most uncharismatic guy but they're good workers, so they should deserve to get over? Go fuck yourself. Who would have thought Y2J being Ring of Honor World Champion in 2022? I understand making established name hold a belt of something that's already established. It doesn't fucking work. What the hell? Why don't they just do this on the new TV show already? AEW needs new pay-per-views. I can't be just selling these over on Danielson and Moxley on free TV and just think that's okay. Like, worst decision is to come over doing these, like, Moxley, Danielson, Hangman. Hangman's a jobber, by the way. Hangman, as soon as he lost the title from Punk, never had a legitimate rematch, at least on a special event on Dynamite. The title really do have rich history, though, DST. It does have history, I know it does. I've watched Ring of Honor before, but they better make the Acclaimed win, or else I think this is racism. I get it. I swear, it's racially motivated. The Acclaimed, a group that people that actually get over and not deserving of world titles. That makes no sense. We have to watch the Kardashians again. By the way, have any of you guys got to see that? I got to see a couple minutes of it when I was up in vacation. That new Game of Thrones, Age of the Dragon show. How is it? I heard the Power of the Ring sucks, but I heard the ratings for that new Game of Thrones series got 26 million people watching. Like, God damn, it keeps growing. So hopefully I take my time to watch it. I had watched season 1 to 4 of Game of Thrones. So I'm a bit educated, but I'm not like I heard like the latter seasons suck. But I heard this season's good. So hopefully I have time to watch it. They they only do like 4 pay-per-views a year. That's why they do special Dynamites. Just make at least bi-monthly pay-per-views. ECW doesn't have that much over the span of a calendar year, and you still remember them. Guilty of Charge, Guilty as Charged, Heat Wave, November to Remember, Cyber Slam. You don't have to do that much. You could 8 to 9 pay-per-views a month to build over your cards, and you can draw more of a gate. Plus, pay-per-view buys go straight to the wrestler for pay-per-view shares. They're going to be making an annual amount while not getting underpaid because they'll be on a special platform to make that much money while working. That's why pay-per-views I feel like are still important because of streaming platforms, because it just doesn't make the promotion pay the wrestlers that much. That's why WWE is profiting a lot more off their streaming services, and the wrestlers don't get paid as much as they used to before. It's stupid. That's why Khan is fucking it up and most guys are wanting to leave. And now they're coming to Ring of Honor pay-per-views with zero build. Come on, man. I'm just not invested. Like you're gonna do Jericho and Claudio, Danielson. You could have built this over a pay-per-view tournament and end it. TNA even did the same thing. Make it at least 20, like $30 to $40. People are gonna buy it. You're gonna entrust that over free television while people barely watch? Yeah, see how that's going for Impact. See how that's doing for Impact, Rose. They're already doing terribly. I can literally watch a whole year's worth of TNA pay-per-views from 2008 on their YouTube channel. They're really consummating too much of their free content when they already have streaming services. And if that's already a problem, why not they make their special events like Fight for the Fallen and strictly put it on a streaming platform for Turner Network, or at least they can make their own streaming network for wrestling, something, anything. Kind of like in Your House back in the day. Well, In Your House became a monthly, pay-per-view thing as well. That's when we got Bad Blood. Fabulous is here. And then we have like Kevin Gates. Put your dick on in your stomach. Put your dick. You need to control yourself. Kevin Gates needs to control himself. I swear to God. Fabulous. How many like? We're gonna get Sean Kingston next. We're gonna get a bunch of black artist has-beens for all these AEW jobbers. Why are we trying to bury AEW? I'm sorry. WWE like had Bad Bunny. The streaming service is really for overseas, not USA. We got YouTube. Well, I feel like they're just not taking advantage. I feel like pay-per-views still work, and if they can, they could just monetize it with their own streaming content, or at least pay-per-views that are cheap. If they still want to consummate making drawing points for their shows, and plus it makes the wrestlers more important. You get to sell than putting it on free TV of just being a basic wrestling show. Make your show feel big time. You don't see KSI going with any other guy that he finds that's ranked, that's a pro boxer, and that's not going to be big. Because they sell it as much to be, something to be big to watch, bro. Like, it's the stupidest thing that scissoring things over, I swear to God. But the Acclaimed are over. They're always great talkers, and they always get the fans emotionally invested, so I am not going to take that away from them. And plus, if their tag match got the biggest pop out of it, like a 15-match pay-per-view, plus you guys need to chill out with the 15-match pay-per-view shits. Keith Lee built like goddamn Black Majin Buu. He needs to stop. AEW tag team titles are up for grabs. This is the second title match of the night and this Grand Slam special. It's that catering I see. Who's the man that can do it? Hey, yo, Rose, what do you mean by that? Don't, come on, man. Who, you smoking already? Is that stretch marks I see? Who's the only person who got it? It's Keith Lee. Stop selling. We get it. Rampage is literally a few days from now, man. The Acclaimed scissor each other. We know Anthony Bones likes it. Fucking gay. I'm joking. There's nothing wrong with that. Trying to aim for the legs, and Keith Lee's already overpowering him. Launches him just midsection first, and tosses him from across the ring already. Keith Lee keeps looking sloppier and sloppier, bro. If he looked big but had at least some muscles, I wouldn't mind. There's wrestlers like that. You can be husky and still look like you put in work, like strength training or something. There's nothing wrong with that, but bro, come on. Headlock. God damn it. Now Rose got that in my head. Headlock, push him. Now they're running the ropes. Keith Lee burning off fat, and then he'll gain it back after the show. Into a Hurricane Rana, and Anthony Bowens, shocked as he is in pain, knowing that a guy of Keith Lee laying a kilo goes for a Hurricane Rana. Looking like an aged fat kid. Keith Lee built like Cleveland Jr. Now tags. I'm sorry. He doesn't have a dad body. He got a granddad body. You know his ass ain't leaving that chair. At least dad goes to work. And Max Caster, already cornered over the ropes, taking up space. So, what's with the Gun Club? Are they still involved in the storyline? Or are they going to interfere? I feel like they're gonna make him interfere. This is going to be their rematch. And 2-night event for Rampage in Full Gear. Then we'll be in Chicago again come November 23rd. God damn it. Now tags in Bowens, I swear to God, if they do it. But Swerve stops it immediately and drops kick both men. We'll see you on NXT in probably a couple months when you lose the belt. Did you see that press conference that he had? I'm sorry, the media scrub he had with Bowens, with Keith Lee and Swerve. When Swerve tried to interrupt Tony Khan, He's just like, why is this Negro interrupting me? Oh my God, he's not from New Japan. Fuck you. Serena Deeb looks like Aubrey Edwards, and that's a scary sight because I like Serena Deeb. Yeah, every fucking year they're in Chicago. It's just because of that CM Punk hype. Even though CM Punk's not even that big of a star. What do you mean? He was like hot in back in 2011. He wasn't even the biggest thing in 2011. As soon as people heard that The Rock was coming back on live television, people were talking about that. People don't want to admit that. If he was, he would have main evented in WrestleMania 28. But he didn't. Could have main evented in WrestleMania 29. He had The Undertaker. But guess what? We had Rock and Cena again. 30, if he wasn't a little bitch. But no, Batista came back. They're just bigger stars than Punk, and Punk doesn't realize that. And then he complains about not getting over. Go fuck yourself, Punk. And it's just taking fans now to not know that you're a not unlikable piece of shit by trying to say that you're more important than John Cena and Triple H, and then putting Colt Cabana under the bus, and then trying to make your boss sound like a dumbass that can't control his own wrestlers. This guy just can't take constructive criticism. I just don't like Punk. There's no likable concept of Punk other than people just saying that he's a good worker. I'm sorry that went into a rant, but I'm just sick and tired of this unnecessary praise this guy got, even though there's guys that can do this a lot better than Punk and is more important than Punk. The major the major momentum Punk has to ever draw a crowd just comes and goes, just like his father did back in the 80s. Did you see Marina Shafir's promo this week? I think from Dark or Elevation was trash. What was it about? If you can send it to if you have the clip, just send it to the chat. Where there's Fabulous and I can't see the other guy's name. I forgot what's the tag team name for Swerve and Keith Lee called? And a power slam. Snap power slam by Caster. Look at him garnering the momentum. Super kick off the backhand. Attempting a suplex. And he suplexed Keith Lee. Bowens, the fresh tag team partner, asking for the hot tag. And Bowens is in. Throws Swerve over the shoulder and chops Keith Lee. Swerve in our glory. What the fuck does that even mean? By the way, did Jordan Grace finally change her finishing move to Fall of Grace? A Fall from Grace. That actually sounds like, and make it a top rope move, please. Trying to go for the finishing move, a double stomp into a power bomb. Hurricane Rana, but the double stomp averted. Bowens goes for the cover off the schoolboy, but he's lifting Swerve with one hand, going for a buckle bomb. The Grace driver, dumbass move. Change it, Jordan, and your diet. You're built like the Michelin Man with thirst traps. Keith Lee, and launches Bowens into the entrance ramp. Out cold, Keith Lee. A high spine buster on Max Caster, and it looks like the momentum has completely changed for the Acclaimed. Keith Lee's garnering all the power he can because he's hungry. She lost weight, huh? Good. Unlike Keith Lee. That's vile. That's vile. But I like it. Caster, in frustration, what's going to take Keith Lee away? A salad. Have him over the headlock, but Keith Lee still trying to recuperate with the ropes. And Rick Knox trying to count. But look, is that a boombox coming into play? And accidentally hits his tag team partner. Big Boots swerve out of the picture. And they scissor each other. Next time on... Oh my God, I'm never saying that again. And the fans are on their feet. Okay, the wide... Oh, the blockbuster from Bowens. What the fuck was that? But the knee of Max Caster gave in. Miscoordinated a finish from the Acclaimed. Just took one more finishing maneuver to get the pin on Keith Lee, but Bowens will attempt it. 1, 2, in a near fall. If only there was a chance for Caster to just go for the elbow drop. This is already better than the opener. I just don't like black champions. Words from Tony Khan. And a swerve with a back kick straight on the head of Max Caster. Have him still cornered, but he no-sells that immediately, going for a back suplex. Caster, never mind. He not even selling the effect of that knee injury, even though they were telling us that he was out of commission. Both Lee swerve, but Swerve collects himself in the middle of the top rope. A death. What the fuck was that, bro? That was so uncoordinated. I guess he was trying to go for a pounce while tossing, and he just launched him into a sit-down powerbomb. Oh, and a kick out. Swerve and Keith Lee just suck as a tag team. There's no chemistry or coordination in whatever the fuck they do other than just doing high spots, bro. You can call it cooning or whatever you want. These guys just suck as a tag team. Swerve just needs to be with another high flyer, and Keith Lee just needs to stay on a diet. Oh, God. How does Billy Gunn look in better shape than in the entire AEW roster? Swerve. Billy Gunn's not even involved in the match. Referee's trying to instill order. But Bowens with the discus forearm. But look at Billy Gunn, the famouser. Immediately, Rick Knox is paying attention to Keith Lee and he didn't even notice. The famouser dropkicks Keith Lee. The arrival straight from Bowens. Caster with the elbow drop cover. 1, 2, 3. And he does it. The Acclaimed has won the tag titles. And the fans have erupted. The 300-pound front row fans are on their feet. B12 or roids? B12. Knowing that Billy Gunn, I hear that he still consistently works out. It has to be B12. Some type of creatine. Possibly a bit of roids. I don't even know why he needs to if he's not that much of a full-time worker. I find that unnecessary, but it's good that he's still looking in good shape for his age. He's still in better shape than both of his sons. That's a sad sight. Finally, this still should happen on pay-per-view, though. But a good finish with an actual title change. A well-deserved title change for the Acclaimed. What's going to happen to Santana and Ortiz? Aren't they released? Thank God. Thank God they changed the titles. He's even scissoring the fans. Beep! Swerve and Keith Lee are distraught. Don't worry, Keith. They're still catering backstage. There's nothing to be upset about. Built like D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry. That's a damn shame. And here comes FTR. So they're asking for a title rematch. And here comes the Gun Club. How are they losing the momentum? They have 3 belts from 3 different promotions that nobody watches. I'm sorry, that's fucked up, but it's true. Gun Club, they need to get out of puberty. Ready Player One sucked ass as a movie, bro. How much was that movie? That was like several billions of dollars into just 80s nostalgia and a rip-off Matrix plot. Go fuck yourself. That movie was ass, dog. And how Pete Davidson still keeps getting bad bitches makes no sense. Either than he's possibly a higher celebrity than most of the bitches he sexually, goes out with. It just surprises me how he doesn't look in the mirror and thinks he wasn't a rebound for Kim Kardashian over being with the most successful and trailblazing artist of the past century. Doesn't faze him at all. And thinking, do you really like me because you like me, or are you just doing this to rebound? Of course, he doesn't ask that question because he's with Kim Kardashian. Even though we know she bounces on any dick for a clout or any sort of media attention for the next decade. That bitch has more seed in her than a watermelon. That's a damn shame. Fuck Kim Kardashian. That match with Swerving Our Glory against the Acclaimed was better than the opener. Shoot me, I don't care. Fans were more over for it. Way better hot tags. Actually good logic. And the fans were into it. And they actually got their perfect finish. So good on the Acclaimed. By the way, where the hell is Santana and Ortiz? Since they made Ortiz bald, they just they're automatically broke up. I know that they have heat, but damn, just go back to Impact. Just go back to Impact, guys. There's no shame, except a bit because you were getting paid more than minimum wage in AEW than you were on Impact. Impact, they accumulate Venezuelan currency. Plus, are they still with that Honor No More storyline? I just need to know because they've been doing that for the past year. And here comes the Blackpool Fight Combat Club. Wheeler Yuta has something to say live. Wheeler Yuta, he sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh character that lost in the first episode. Thank God Wheeler got interrupted by MJF. Thank God. Thank God. He talks to even his grandmother gets. Never mind. Some fan actually dressed up as him, even though he looks like Cash Wheeler. Not really on Eddie Edwards. Not real. What the hell? Eddie Edwards is still there. Oh, right. I checked. He's facing for the world title, right? Against Alexander. Josh Alexander, right? Bro, just put the belt back on Moose. Hell, bring Ken Shamrock back with his 60-year-old ass. He still looks more legit than half the roster. It's so sad that a heel can get over, and yet when he turns babyface, he's going to fail. Bound for Glory. When do we ever use acronyms for Bound for Glory? Mum. He's getting the word mid over. Wheeler Yuta looks like he won a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. They should have kept the belt on Moose. How did he lose it anyway to Alexander? Wasn't that off a rematch? Damn. Generational talent. Yoshitatsu speaking English is more interesting than seeing Wheeler Yuta talk. Look at that one AEW nerd that brung her girlfriend. No, we're just friends. Oh, what? Wheeler, raise your voice. Who? MJF really got married? Thank you, Michael Classic Incorporated, bro. Thank you for subscribing to the DST show. We are T-minus 2 more subscribers to 200. Wheeler Yuta trying to make personal shots involving his fiance. Damn. Yuta looks like a con artist. Yuta still looks like a freshman college student. Damn, Cuckold Club. Bury his ass. Jacob Friedman. Damn. Disrespect is injury prone. Wheeler Yuta looks like he won the last 2 esports competitions. Willie Regal. Damn, and he brings up the drug abuse and then he pimp slaps him because remember when Regal pimp slapped Yuta? And he headbutts his ass. And he pushes Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone still getting cocked. Oh my God, Britt, don't hurt me. I mean, Maxwell in a spear right by Wheeler, and now they're brawling. Oh, but look who that is. It's Big Cass. Has him by the throat, and MJF with a lariat that catches him out of nowhere. He hits him with the diamond ring, even though that looked like a clothesline. I am shocked how in good shape Big Cass is, even though he looks like Chris Hemsworth mixed with Edge. With an ugly-ass face. He looks like he still orders from East Bay. He knows the price of the first ever Blue Eyes White Dragon ever printed. Well, here comes the baddies. I mean, 2 baddies. And Red Velvet. Just looks like a C-list Brandy Rhodes. Is that Diamante? She looks like a Dominican Tessa Blanchard. Who the fuck is Trina? She looks like she just got out of bed. Yeah, you'll see me Friday. Get your scotch. That whoever that Trina chick is, she needs alcohol. Pronto. That bitch needs to wake up. Well, I think the next up is our 4-way for the interim paper championship. That's what it is. That's what it is, people. You're literally... Oh, never mind. It's for the Atlantic title. Orange Cassidy. 3 years of this company was over like 2 years ago and still no belt. That's a damn shame. 67, 25, and 2. Does this really count as anything, bro? Cassidy! I wish there was more depth. Like, they need to make Orange Cassidy a jobber. Like, a over jobber, and you can do it. I don't know why Tony Khan only thinks that winning matches gets you over. It doesn't. It just makes you a legitimate threat. What copyrighted song did he get that from? The Bastard Pack. How's that ever going to be around? It's the king of the cruiserweights. How the fuck is that a gimmick? Because he said it, and that's the gimmick. He just showed a mean face, looked like an aggressive elf, and he comes around kicking people. Of course, Pac is a double champion, winning the All-Atlantic title in a tournament that nobody watched, and of course, winning the Trios title in the last episode of Dynamite. Was that Dynamite or Rampage? He looks like he has all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter decks. Yo, I'm sorry. All right, 3rd title match, All-Atlantic Championship. Is this the first time we actually saw a televised title defense? They put the goddamn Atlantic title, a belt that was just introduced under a year ago, and it was the kickoff on a pay-per-view with like 50 matches on the card, bro. And it has the same silhouette as the women's belt. They do not care about these belts, bro. They don't. He's a world-class competitor. He's going to get his hands in his pocket. How many times have they done Pac and Orange Cassidy, bro? I swear, I saw this in Revolution, the Revolution after that, then on TV that one time. And he throws the glasses at Pac. And he puts his hands in his pocket. Pac catches off guard, and of course, Orange goes the fast-paced route like he always does. Trying to put his hand in his pocket. This just feels like an indie match. Full package immediately. Now, we're going for the Superman punch. Off pocket. You out of pocket. You out of pocket. Turn Tim. Ready or not. You out of pocket. Well, it's shocking to know that Orange Cassidy starts on the offensive immediately, catching Pac off guard. You can literally run away from the Superman punch, bro. Washington, D.C., October 5th. October 2nd, I really want to go to an NFL game. I know that the Giants will be playing the Chicago Bears around week 4? October 2nd this year. And he keeps doing the low kicks. And Pac is just getting aggravated. Just punch him. Why they got to go in for the slow super kick? And he drop kicks him to catch him off guard again. But Pac goes back with his own drop kick and launches him through the turnbuckle. And now he's pummeling him with some stomps to the corner like my OG did to that one guy back in the hood. It's okay. He's dead. Pay back your plugs, people. Stomping him again over to the corner, and the ref is counting. Is this the same ref for the last 4 matches now? Referee consulting with the champion, and now Pac launches Orange Cassidy over the ring apron. We're now in the second hour. It tosses him again to the ring apron. I'm going to appreciate you guys, man. I understand it's been a grind here on the YouTube channel, but making it to 200, I really want to try to grow out my channel a lot more, and it just takes a lot of myself and, of course, you guys to make sure that this gets as much as I can. So I'm just blessed to have even, like, for the most of it, like, thank you guys. But here's Pac again. He's just pummeling Orange Cassidy everywhere outside of the ring. And now the All-Atlantic champion got him over to the top. And now Orange Cassidy's rolling out, doing the same. They're doing the same shit they do every time they wrestle each other. Like, don't you think Pac not feeling into the shtick, trying to be like a legit badass? And he goes for the corkscrew senton that he completely missed anyway and fell back, bro. Come on. That would have been so impressive if they didn't do that camera angle. Barely even hit him. Didn't get all of it. Cassidy trying to collect himself. Pac just waiting. Like a hunter waiting for the prey. And he goes for a missile drop kick from the top. Cover, knee on the throat, just like... I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You think I was about to say George Floyd, right? Oh. That was... That's Knee on the throat of Orange Cassidy for the pin for only a 1 count. The disrespect won't be allowed, and a huge, aggressive Irish whip over to the corner. Just make it a cruiserweight belt, Khan. Why do you need this? And why is Action Bronson on TV, bro? Isn't he already on UFC 4? Eddie Kingston still looking like Swerve Show's father, I swear. Look, Little Caesars, I would be consistently going to you nearly every other weekend if I wanted to get pizza. But this isn't the hood. And I'm not near Metro PCS. I'm near a goddamn T-Mobile. That's even worse. Who the fuck goes to a T-Mobile? Right now, Pac has him over in a sleeper hold. Are you guys excited? NBA Media Days around next Monday. And then we have October 18th, the NBA season opens. Of course, speculation between what's going to happen involving the Los Angeles Lakers performance over what happened last year when they didn't even make the goddamn play-in tournament. Are the Knicks going to hutch back to playoff implications since what happened back in the 2020 season? Will the Miami Heat finally stop choking? Will the Celtics, finally do something with the talent they have? Or will the Warriors repeat and become five-time champion over the recent decade? Like, I want to see that. Of course, the NFL season's looking exciting, too. Week 2 made Week 1 felt like it never happened. We had, 3 comebacks. And then 2 blowouts around Monday. Like the Eagles pimp slapped the Vikings and the Bills pimp slapped the Titans. A German suplex from Pac to Orange Cassidy. We're in picture. Like, the most unimportant things are happening in this match, bro. Oh my God, is that Aubrey Edwards? No, that's Flo from Progressive. And by the way, if anybody still remembers, Keith Lee is...
He's fat!
Who's gonna go for another heart bypass? It's me, Keith Lee! Or back here in New York. Live and here in Queens. Orange Cassidy just can't handle the aggressive style of Pac, 2-Pac, because he has 2 belts. Get it? And he puts his thumbs up. Just kick him, bro. Like, why does this match always got to drag on all because you think Orange Cassidy's still over? And he's manhandling him even though he has a couple feet over him. Just make a cruiserweight division. Why is that difficult? Gives him a Yakuza kick over the corner. Brody King, just make an action figure. $20 for a plushie? Brody King looks like he makes anime mixtapes. I hit your orbital. Throw you that spear like Boruto. Like, if you ever see those... Oh, and the German suplex again on Cassidy. If you ever see those videos involving, like, the rapper and he raps about the corniest anime shit, make that Kakarot in the freezer. Like, man, stop, please. Well, at least Orange Cassidy is already prepared for whatever aerial assault that Pac has, but Pac can already see that his feet are up. And already dragging him in the middle. Oh! Got him in a full package. Up! And he gets the near fall off the surprise pin. Tilt-a-whirl, spin out DDT, and it nullifies it. Goes for his own. Oh, into a stunner, attempting the suplex. I swear, anime rappers suck. British rappers as well. It's a dime a dozen out there, bro. Tope to Asada. You're making the black guys walk back. King Cassidy going high risk for the top rope DDT in the kip up. I feel like the Orange Cassidy gimmick has to be like a transitional thing. Like he needs to garner some muscle, and he goes for another goddamn DDT for the cover. 1, 2, no. How's everybody, if they're a student, how are they doing? How are they enjoying the school year? And are you guys ready for the holiday season? My job already has the Halloween shit up, even though it's only mid-September. I mean, it's late September. And as soon as Halloween's done, we're just going to get the Christmas shit done because, you know, no one cares about Thanksgiving except if you're Walgreens. Going for the brutalizer. Buddy goes into a one-leg hook pin to counter with Pac's shoulders and the Superman punch. The Jason Momoa finisher. You mean Roman Reigns? Shut up. Go for the cover. 2. No, with the hands on the ropes. Did he just say tremendous neck sense or ring sense? Taz just said neck sense. What does that mean? Pac collects himself. Well done reaction for him to check around the ring and reach for the ropes, desperately trying to hold on to his championship. What is that a hammer? That's the ring. That's the ring teller's hammer. Grabbing him from the left. Oh, and he hits him. Uppercuts him with the hammer without the referee knowing, like a shake. Small hammer. The referee couldn't even tell because it was under. He thought he punched him. 2, 3. Underhanded, no pun intended, victory for Pac to retain his All-Atlantic Championship. This wasn't a bad match. Ugh. It just felt like the same type of matches we've been getting with Orange Cassidy and Pac. And most of these, do you think this needs to develop Orange Cassidy a lot more? Wait. And the referee's trying to consult. Pac is trying to explain that he just knocks him out cold with the elbow. Noticing that Orange Cassidy looks motionless. Thinking that he had a foreign object, but I think that's too late now. The bell is already rung, and we already have a winner decided. And Pac's still trying to taunt the champion. The challenger. At least AEW now has championship animations now. Like, I've been asking for that for a while. Boop. Just looking like a shank hidden from the sleeve and just uppercuts him straight through the temple with the hammer, knocking Orange Cassidy out cold. Pac using an underhand attack like that to still regain his championship that nobody cares about. Still tonight, we have our main event of the evening. Danielson goes head-to-head with Jon Moxley for the world title. And don't forget, our paper women's championship will be defended in a 4-way dance. Why they have to call him Black Adam, you racist? It's because it's The Rock? Isn't Black Adam technically like an anti-hero? They gotta find a different way to phrase that, because anti-hero just sounds like villain, but he does non-villainous shit. Like, that sounds so stupid. so stupid of a phrasing. Responsibly sourced. Keep working. What? I'd rather take the Sky Paralysis than, those embrace my period commercials. Like, come on, man. What young lady wants to hear that? Well, if anybody's watching the show live, tell me your opinion about it. By the way, I think the open beta for Modern Warfare 2 is already available, so if you guys want to check that out and go ahead and play, the open beta opens around the 22nd, so tomorrow, go ahead and play and get your games in the experience Call of Duty. Oh, my fault. No. I think NBA 2K23 is out. My career sucks, but I heard the gameplay is actually pretty okay. And the Eras game mode where you can actually play in the 80s and 90s without that much of a hassle is actually a good touch. I like it. So I hope I purchase NBA 2K later on. Because that actually sounds like it made some major improvements. Better ingredients, better pizza, N-word. I mean, Papa John's. What? Why was it such a struggle for him not to say that word? I'm serious, though. I'm concerned. Why was that a concern for him? I got to just... My New Year's resolution, make a new pizza, N-word. Fuck. Like, what's good with Papa John's, guys? Britt Baker just opening her Titantron with fucking her face in a crimson mask does not sound cool. That does not look presentable, Britt. You're not a monstrous heel. You're a doctor heel. How is your face being in a crimson mask supposed to be presentable? And Rebel. Don't know why she came so late. And her ripoff Cody Rhodes shoulder pad entrance attire. And here comes Serena Deeb, your favorite stepmother. Serena Deeb looks like Levy Bates' mother. Yeah, remember that amazing feud she had with Hikaru Shida? Tell me what spot happened in that match. Other than their finishers. And Athena is just a black furry with a gut. Don't call it thick. She has a gut. You can see it. Taya Valkyrie even has one. It's because she's interesting because she's a nerd. And of course, I don't see her OnlyFans anymore. Toni Storm, the the interim women's champion. That does not make her into a bigger star. Whoever told you that's fucking lying. Why did she cut her hair? Juice Robinson, how you fumbled the bag on that ass, bro? Well, here comes the second. What theme song is this? And a big boot immediately from Deeb off Athena. Super kick into a German. A combination maneuver from both Athena and Toni Storm, and now it's turned into only two women standing. I still don't know why they're trying to push Athena this much. Even though I bet you she's going to get to Serena Deeb treatment. No, not the Ruby Soho treatment. Body hooks into a schoolboy for the cover. Barely gets the near fall. Irish whip over Toni Storm. Double hook of the arms for the pin. Near fall. This feels so sloppy of chain wrestling. Why these women gotta do it? What the fuck is this? Deeb trips both women and pins both of them while their shoulders are down. That is very impressive, but why? Trips the champion. The interim champion. I'm going to disrespect this as much as I can, bro. Crosses Toni Storm's legs while having an abdominal stretch on Athena. Now transition her into a vertical suplex while still having the champion's leg locked. That's double the pain for the price of one maneuver. But Britt Baker has her in what looks to be a full Nelson. Transitioned into a snapmare, into a crucifix. What the fuck? Okay. 1, 2, into a schoolboy. Go for some big finishing. Go for a strategy here. What was it? And Brick just goes for the discus forearm. Irish whip. Can you guys commentate over the match, please? Where's Jim Ross? And a sling blade by Britt Baker. And the champion now trying to get her eyes over to the former champion, Britt Baker. Twisting neck breaker. Goes for a lariat. Clotheslines into a lariat. Off the ropes. Goes for a running drop kick. And now Toni Storm. Don't know why she cut her hair, though. She looks so great with the long hair. One arm hook into a vertical snap suplex. And now the champion. Seriously, why are they trying to heavily more promote their B show? All because it's still on TNT. You know NHL and NBA are going to pimp slap you guys in the ratings. It's like, but you know, and they're going to complain. They're probably just going to complain about playoff postseason ratings. It makes no sense. And we get into a Tower of Pain suplex. Good morning, USA. We got a feeling that Seth MacFarlane is really gay. Oh, oh boy, it's well to say. How come Seth MacFarlane never ages his characters? I don't get it. I think we get through. And they have Roger twerking. Fucking kill me. I'm done. Like, they've killed the comedy. I mean, Cleveland show was already killed, but Family Guy is dead. I at least had some. There was at least some positives that made at least some parts of American Dad somewhat likable, and the concepts were a bit interesting, involving the father being an FBI agent, being somewhat ignorant, but at least knowing how the world works. The mother being bland. Lisa and Stan being a bit more interesting characters, and Roger just being another Stewie. Fuck out of here. The show sucks. Seth MacFarlane just can't make interesting content anymore. He's just gonna get pimp slapped by shows like Invincible, or shows that can just do comedy satire a lot better. Like South Park's 20 years running and can do this shit while having the characters age. Like, come on. Like, Cedric Farley got to know that he's out of touch with how his content's hitting, all because he goes overly dark with his pop culture and political commentary, and they do not hit because most people don't understand the fucking references. It's either you have to be a media scrum or just a weirdo hardcore, or just pretend that like you understand the joke sometimes, or just forget that they made Stewie get pregnant by I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna leave that to a person that made a better video on why Family Guy sucks. Shout out to Destroyer BHB with that. Shout out. I give like Madden 23 a month before it's on sale. A single leg Boston Crab over Serena Deeb. Damn, she has no ass. This match is not important. Well, we're back. A single leg Boston Crab on Athena from Serena Deeb, and now a single leg Boston Crab on Britt Baker from Tony Storm. Don't know why they're matching each other out when it doesn't even matter, and one of them got to pin one another, or at least submit one another. And now they're slapping each other, like trying to be fake, badass, strong style, bitch. Like, come on, guys. Why is Athena smiling? Is that the face when she takes anal by another woman because her husband doesn't do anything for her? And now it's just Deeb and Storm ignoring their submissions they had on both opponents pinned down, and now they're just pimp slapping each other. German suplex that looks sloppy by Tony Storm. And now can you please replace Athena with me off that ass spot by Tony Storm? But then look at this twisting neck breaker straight from Britt Baker, the former women's champion, with the momentum to hit the curb stomp, but a drop kick interrupts it by Athena and the lariat by Serena Deeb. Aren't they turning Jamie Hayter face now? Deeb now paying her attention to the doctor. Irish whipping Britt Baker to the other side of the ring. Oh, has her with trying to hit a shoulder tackle over through the ropes, but hits a back neck breaker. Athena goes for a big boot and a dragon screw in between the ropes on that knee brace. Maneuvering through the ring, making that entire ring like her own backyard, and then a twisting neck breaker on Tony Storm. The champion gets pinned. Could this be the chance you've been waiting for? Oh, no, it's a kick out. Yeah, you win the interim belt. Like, nobody's ever going to take that like it's a replacement championship. Why doesn't he just vacate the belt or just do number one contender matches for when Thunder Rosa comes back if it's going to be a short-term injury? Just do promos, tournaments, number one contender matches, and other storylines with the women. They don't always have to just instruct the women's title just to make the women's division important. Who says that always the championship always demeans the division's importance? It makes no sense. Come on, guys. Like, you know that's fake. That's stupid. We know wrestling's fake, and you can do a lot more to determine a person's worth other than a championship. Athena with her diabetes, barrel toss, a Samoan drop on both Deeb and Britt Baker. Did you see the rumor about Britt? What is it? That she had an affair with somebody? I think I heard about that from DB. I don't know. Trying to go for a maneuver. Oh, slingshots herself through the ropes. Britt Baker and some face breaker maneuver from Athena. And the break of the pin by the Serena Deeb. Unorthodox face breaking maneuver from a power bomb. And now Athena got the eyes off Serena Deeb. Counters off for an Irish whip. You can let dead ass see the love handles off this chick, man. Athena's not in shape. Britt. And here comes Tony Storm with a tornado DDT using the ropes. And now two women are out of the picture, but Baker Crucifix again. You had her on the knees. Why not go for the curb stomp? Sell the finisher. Yeah, supposedly Christian Cage. Well, why not Christian Cage? Captain Cuck. I'm doing the hand sign if you didn't see. And Tony Storm retains. By the way, Rose, what's your who's your team for the NBA season? Or you don't watch basketball? And I'm only asking not because you're black. That's why I'm asking. Britt Baker, post-match assault there on the interim champion. Is she already bleeding? Is this bitch bleeding? How does she already got a nosebleed? How's her gimmick just bleeding? And here's Jamie Hayter. Not taking this type of no mercy aspect. And look at this. This is all a force. Catching everybody off guard, and Jamie Hayter assisting with Britt Baker. Now it's a 2-on-1 assault on the champion. And Serena Deeb somehow assaulting Athena. Why is this happening? Are they feuding? Oh, damn. And a curb stomp on Athena. Oh, okay, so you have a thing for the Lakers. Are you hoping that they do well with Pat Beverly now on the team? Well, who the hell is this? Is it Madison Rain? It's Paige. It's Saraya. It's Paige. It's Paige! Paige here. I called it, Rose. I told you it was going to be Dynamite. They were going to do it. It's going to be Dynamite, and it's Saraya. It's Paige. You told me there was something going to be black and hard in the ring. That's why I entered. Paige, what the fuck? Paige. If they don't at least advance over 42 wins, bro, that's all I have the Lakers hitting. The Knicks, I hope they at least get at least 40 wins. 40 wins. I'm expecting at least 39 off them with Jalen Brunson monitoring the offense because they just have nobody to motion out the ball. I'm a bit of a begrudging Knicks fan. I do support the Miami Heat all because Dwayne Wade's my favorite player. But, I don't know. I got the Islanders now nearby where I live, so I guess I support the Islanders too. So Saraya is here. She is going to be the most highly purchased ring rat in AEW history. I'll give her at least 4 months before she breaks her neck. Then Gibbs' neck. Well, what's everybody's opinion on Saraya coming into the ring? Probably going to sexually harass another black man. Or get choked by some of the Latinos. I give it a while until Sammy Guevara announces that he's going to choke her. And Darby Allin's holding a duffel bag. How come they aren't Sting and Darby undefeated as a tag team? How come they never pushed them to win the tag belts? Who's in the body bag? Dun, 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 dun. Darby Allin is just a mix of Spike Dudley and Mr. Robot from that USA show. I wonder how many of those young boys she's gonna let smash. But probably very little, knowing that most of these guys are probably bisexual. So Darby Allin and Sting versus the House of Black People, without Malachi Black. So I don't know why this group still exists in a no DQ match. We know that Paige just lets a lot of children go, not because she has a daycare. It's because every time she washes her mouth, a new child leaves the sink. Daddy Magic and Cool Hand and Ray Phoenix versus Jungle Boy. So I guess they're trying to transition everything involving the best friends in the Death Triangle. And Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara. I got a House of Black. Because you are black. And Hobbs against Ricky Starks yet again. And our main event of the evening. Multiple time world champions Moxley and Danielson, both parts of the same group, take their friendship aside to go to business because both men are fighting for what they are and who they are to prove as the best. Halloween Baking Championship. I wonder how long it's going to take until Paige becomes a ring rat. I bet she's going to touch up on Hangman Page. I know she's used to a small pecker. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Stick! Stick! Paige, you go! Dick! 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 That's not how the song goes at all. I don't know of all the new uniforms for the NBA season because I know they got something called State Form. They got statement uniforms. They don't call their uniforms home and away anymore because somehow that's out of print for them. That's a travel, by the way. I don't know what's so wrong about home and away and just calling it alternate and retro. What's wrong with those names? They can still call it city uniforms. I don't mind it, but it's just unnecessary why they gotta phrase their jerseys like that, bro. No, no one's gonna call no. We know that a friend of ours is never going to call their uniform an icon uniform. They're gonna call it a home or away jersey. Are you only gonna choose the House of Black Rose because of representation's sake? Oh my God! The Aces are the new WNBA WNBA champions. I want to check out the parade. I want to check out the parade. I want to check out the parade. These Butch Dykes won the championship, bro. That's depressing. You have the whole city coming to see the Toronto Raptors, the Golden State Warriors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, here we are, Justin Roberts announcing the champions. I mean for the matchup for our main event of the evening because we can't afford Bruce Buffer because he actually works for a legitimate show that people watch. Well, I liked his other theme better. I don't mind that they remix the Trogs theme, but why? What was wrong with his other song? Here comes John Moxley. Should have stayed bald. Coming through the crowd, getting his hoodie wet. Always, he's unhinged. He's a schizo that comes around throwing water at fans. Fake ass Brett Favre. Pride Parade had more people than a WNBA championship parade. God, guys, you don't know how depressing this is. As soon as they're a block out of the people that they paid to be there, as soon as they head over to the city center of Vegas, Nevada, just know that shit's gonna look mad depressing. I've seen more attendance coming out of a pandemic graduation than the WNBA final championship parade, and that's sad too. A local city seeing their seeing their football team win state. That's the celebration of the year. They treat Texas high school like it's in goddamn near Texas Longhorns. And Moxley has entered the ring for a former interim champion. I guess he still count as a two-time champion, even though it was an interim belt he won. Put a trap beat on it. We're gonna do the same thing for Miles Morales when that new movie comes out. Marvel, what the fuck? Of course, both men from the same group with the same goal, and of course, it's a selfish one, but it's something that they have to get out and be. They want to be champion. Still gonna shake hands after all this. These are both prideful, hard-hitting wrestlers that hate sports entertainment, even though they worked for it. Fucking hypocrites. And fighting out of the blue corner. The reigning, defending. How long this tournament was? Like 3 weeks long? Yeah. I hope when they're done with the Black Hole Fight Club, they bring back his vegan gimmick, because that was actually pretty entertaining. John Moxley's hairline looks like the Long Island map. That's a damn shame. That's not even a widow's peak. That's a widow's incomplete wasteland. This is our fifth and final title match of the night. Nearly every championship is on the line. Dynamite, Rampage seems to have a lot more grudge matches. Both men have earned their spot over this mini tournament to get themselves into this opportunity to finally become champion, because Punk is an asshole. And look who's here in the Raptors. Of course, the Joker, the winner from that ladder match. MJF spectating to see who will lose to him. His words, not mine. Danielson has yet to hold gold here on AEW over his debut around Full Gear of last year. Collar and elbow tie up, headlock into a snapmare, transition into a headlock to get out of the hold, and Danielson with a chop. This time he trades blows with a man that's a notable brawler, and Danielson trying to keep it down on the mat. Head scissors immediately. Danielson fights out of it, and then a chop again by Danielson to Moxley. Moxley trades again with a chop. Goes straight for the leg again. Guys, stick to a plot. Sell it. What the fuck? And now they put Regal there, of course, to, catcall and, of course, suck the dick of both guys, because they're both part of this Blackpool group, and that's it. It's like calling my team the Bronx Bombers when I'm the only person from the Bronx, while there's like 4 guys from like Flint. Like, that makes no sense. Like, and we don't reside in the Bronx too. We live in Virginia, and yet we call ourselves that. It's so stupid. Regal, shut your fat ass up. You don't train for shit. Now the trade of blocks and chops. Irish whip over to the corner. Moxley. And there's the running drop kick over to the corner. Danielson with the momentum. I want everybody leave a like for the stream and take the time to watch it. Shout outs to Steve, Rose, a lot of other people that probably did not take the time to watch over the stream. Hopefully you watch back live on the DST show in my previous streams and my other content that's uploaded over to the channel. And again, with the drop kick and chops again. You're not Gunter Danielson. Stop trying to... Oh! We'll be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for Wednesday Dynamite. Home of the Temple University. God damn, that chop was loud. Damn! Don't know how much Moxley can endure. These guys got to know each other's strengths and weaknesses and know what their limits are, but you got to know what their weaknesses are. You got to know what they can dish out. Irish whip coming from Danielson and a running knee over the midsection to stop him off the Irish whip. Incredible hit by Danielson. Danielson looks like an aggressive stepdad that probably beat up an 18-year-old for bullying his child. While Moxley just got out of the 12-step program. I don't care. I don't care if that's offensive. MJF still spectating. Oh, what's MJF's new group called? I thought he had a new group announced. And Danielson finally cuts off all the momentum Danielson has had over the past couple of minutes, and now the decisive hits. These are just hard-hitting maneuvers, unforgiving kicks, chops, strikes to every part of the body that you know you will not be good to take a shower for the next morning. Has him over a scoop slam, and Moxley has him sitting upright, and then a kick again to the back. Just like a... Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? God damn. Chops again. Every time I'm just seeing chops over to the corner. It's the same spot for the last couple of minutes, guys. Change it up or somebody get hurt so we can actually sell something, man. Danielson has him over to the top. That's why I always like sleep in a Danielson match since he got into AEW. Oh, and there's a running drop kick while Moxley was over the top trying to create some space. We get it. MJF is there. And then a diving knee over the ring apron. Quartering Moxley. Was that Ice Cube? No, it's not. And now Danielson waiting patiently, knowing that he is more superior from top rope than Moxley is. Boots to the ground off the missile dropkick from the top. And now that Danielson has all the chances to strike, that missile dropkick is like a rifle to the dome. Oh, going for that arm. That restricts a lot of the brawling motifs that Moxley's known for. Oh, and there's that chokehold. Trying to go for the bulldog chokehold. Maneuvers over the ropes. Squeezes his head through. Goes for the German suplex over the ring apron. Breaks him out of that sleeper hold. Picture in picture. The Titans are still going. And Starfire is still black. You know what? It's perfectly fine. She's an alien. She can be whatever she wants. So why in the fuck isn't she orange? You take it like she was white in the comics. She was orange. Because she's an alien. Of course, she's not going to be a race of not of this world. So she's black with fiery hair. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, guys. I'm a 2000s kid. I grew up with the Teen Titans cartoon show from back in like what? That was like 2004. Yeah, it was a great ass show. Go back and watch it if you actually want to watch something that was good from Cartoon Network, other than Teen Titans Go and Crack Babies. Now they made Total Drama Island turned them into infants. Like, it's fucking weird. Lyle the crocodile. Seems like Danielson's still working over to that arm while we're in commercial break. Skechers still making, stepfather shoes. This time, they're easy to slip on, just like how your mother was back in the 90s. Wonder how you guys are going to celebrate Halloween. I'm probably going to just chuck candy at children. I have no shame, bro. I hate kids. Like, with a passion. Don't want to raise them. Don't want to be around them. Don't want to take care of them. I will chuck one at those motherfuckers. Even if the teenagers that sometimes do Halloween want a trick or treat, I'll give them a trick. Like, honestly, get out of my property. I'm eating the candy. Except the Three Musketeers. You can take that. No one ever says that they want a Three Musketeers in their life. How can you mess up marshmallow and chocolate uneatable thing? On God. Stop showing me Zendaya, bro. She's like a black Auschwitz victim. No features. Don't get me wrong. She's like a cute chick, but she's... There's a knee strike to the back while folding over the arm and got him in a face lock. Just the excruciating pain. If Moxley was just any other regular human being from this audience taking this amount of abuse, they would have tapped that automatically and we could have gotten a new champion. Same with Butterfingers. Who eats them? My little brother. Honestly. Some people just don't have the taste for, certain things, man. I don't know. That's just how it is. And they're unique for that. They're unique, Rose. I don't know how to react to any of that. That's just how they are, bro. Like, you're not gonna catch me eat Butterfingers unless they're the only thing there. Or candy corn. Or Milky Way. Or, like, if there's Twix, Snickers, some M&Ms, some Skittles, I'll throw away the Twizzlers. Whoever eats Twizzlers, they need Jesus. They need Jesus. They need a Hispanic Jesus. They need Jesus. If they ever tell me that they want a Twizzlers, like they were dying for a Twizzlers, just know that they weren't raised right. I'm serious. Single leg Boston Crab. Moxley has fought out of the takeover of that arm from Danielson. Yes, we get it. MJF is watching. Overextending that hind leg and goes straight for an ankle lock. Why not target the neck? Hear me out. It's called selling past injuries. They even do that with John Cena with his pectoral injuries. You know how much they sell that over for the majority of his career? And then a German suplex off Moxley. We have like 8 minutes left in the show. And we had like, the opener was like 19 minutes. You guys could have, if you guys want to make this a 30-minute main event, go ahead. But pace your shows a bit better. You're only 2 hours. And I'm going to say this. Triple H, please turn back NXT into a network. I mean, technically Peacock, but you know what I mean. Turn it back to a Peacock exclusive. NXT needs its own differential like outlet. and to make sure it isn't that much of a high standard upon itself. That's why it was failing to grow over stars in the first place. Moxley, with his drunken ass, scratching the back of Danielson over the top. Trading head. Moxley pummeling Danielson. Going for a superplex. Overused spot that's just a basic rest spot with no type of selling, so the superplex can actually be important. Oh god, I didn't even know the camera was even there. There's a camera on top of the ring post. And now they transition over to that camera. Let me guess, Mox is going to use that hit. Never mind. Back body suplex from Danielson off the top rope. Still selling over his leg. You know, Moxley's still feeling over his arm. Ooh, excuse me. Do you think we're going to get a first-time league MVP for the NBA season, or you think it's going to go to already a guy who won it? Could it be Antetokounmpo, or will it be Embiid? Or stop with the xenophobia and give it to Jokic? Or Luka Doncic? Or could it go to John Morant or Jason Tatum? There's a lot of good favorites for league MVP this year. It's not going to be LeBron. Get your head out of your ass, people. I've been hearing like, oh, but LeBron always plays out of an MVP level because the rest of the team sucks, bro. Anthony Davis is in love with his nurse more than he's in love with the game. And Russell Westbrook is going to get his spot taken away from Pat Beverly or Austin Reeves, bro. Like, the Lakers' depth of the roster looks like the Vancouver Grizzlies when they first got introduced to the NBA. Now they're leg lock fighting. Trading blows. I know this is going to get like 5 stars because Moxley and Danielson and because they're doing hard-hitting shit, even though they've been rotating, doing the same repetitive spot for the last 10 minutes, bro. And now he's in a double arm hook, whatever finisher he always does that never gets him the victory. Moxley twists out of the submission hold, but still got him in a rear naked hold. And now he's elbowing him. We know Danielson elbowing people in the neck has gotten unsuccessful victories. Why do they still need the tunnels when there's a giant Titantron covering like the entire entrance stage? It makes no sense. So I'm trying to rip off TNA. Finally restricting over that arm. Attacking the midsection is Danielson. Discus, forearm. Danielson going for another maneuver. Roundhouse kick. Barely can collect himself. Both men tired and pain. Just like how your mother was when I was finished with... Okay, I'm joking. We get it. MJF is still watching. He's not even reacting at certain points of the match. Could go for the paradigm shift. Counters. Tosses him over to the shoulder. Danielson moves out of the lariat for the running knee. Danielson for the cover. 2. No. No one lays a finger on my Butterfinger. That sounds like some shit in prison. Hell no. Butterfinger sounds disgusting. That sounds like a nickname your prison daddy gives you. But for a short explanation, I will not be doing a Rampage for this week for the Grand Slam for them, even though they seem to have the more interesting matches, but Dynamite's a more important show than Rampage. Hate to break it to you guys, but besides that, hope you guys have been enjoying the stream. Appreciate the subscribers and the consistent viewers. And the curb stomp by Moxley. Going for the paradigm shift with a stunning strike to the temple for the cover. 1, 2, no! Who's going to be champion, damn it? It just takes one more slap to finally get the victory here. And you look at MJF begrudgingly looking impressed with the match. Moxley lifting over the carcass. Could be going for a second attempt with one-armed hook for another paradigm shift. if you've been in matches like this where both men look tired, in pain, you're still trying to get the job done. It's like trying to lift a person with weighted clothes. Oh, catapults him with one leg over the shoulders and now has both arms locked and now going for those stampede stomps. Danielson absolutely pummeling Jon Moxley with those stomps, but makes him lose his balance. And now Moxley trying to trade with some stomps to the temple. Look at this. They look so fucking slow. How is Danielson not countering? And now Danielson's going. They are looking harder. I'm not going to say stiff because stiff sounds such a shit in wrestling. I don't know why people are so proud. Like, just look at that stiff shot he gave to that guy. Pause. What the fuck? You're not saying that. You're saying that you're going to hit me with a stiff one in the ring and you can pay me your receipt? Like, no. 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 You are not giving me any stiff anything, sir. The U-Bell lock is locked in by Danielson. Moxley trying to collect himself and rotate himself off the ropes. And look at this. Danielson's grabbing over the nose. Referee's trying to stop Danielson from making any brutal or attempts for Moxley to kick out of, but Moxley grabs for the ropes. Danielson, what's this? Going high risk. And a diving knee over to that arm he's been targeting for the majority of the match. Paradigm shift over the outside, over the entrance ramp. And Danielson rolls out. Moxley slides himself into the ring to get the... Oh, come on, a kick out. Why? Why is this match going to continue? Now got him over that rear naked bulldog choke. Moxley's been successful with that submission hold before, and it even got him successful title defense wins while he was champion before. And Danielson maneuvers over the ropes, over the shoulder, but squeezes and... Oh, God, look at Moxley containing himself with the body control and now have him over a body scissor still stuck on the rear naked choke. Oh my God, is Danielson... And Jon Moxley's now finally legitimately wins the world title. And here comes William Regal. Be proud of both men, part of his group that put it all in there and probably displayed what the Blackpool Fight Club was all about. Being an overrated bitch. And Moxley. And oh, look at this. Danielson grabs the belt. They change it immediately to the different show, Young Sheldon. I guess this is a spinoff of Big Bang Theory. So that's the show. I'm gonna give it like a decent 4 or 5 out of 10. I found like at least 2 out of the 5 matches to be entertaining. The main event was pretty high. I felt like it was getting a bit somewhat repetitive until later on, until it got more entertaining. I guess the ending in giving the wrapping, putting it around the waist of Moxley instead of Regal to show respect. That's basically how I estimated it, because they went off a commercial break. It was going way over time. That's why AEW needs to like simplify their title matches, make their cards a bit like more, consumable. Like openers should be around 10 minutes long, especially when you're being televised. You don't need 15 minutes of a great match all because You can't suck in that much TV time because of the amount of talent that you bought. And that's your fault, Tony. You shouldn't be buying that much talent if you had nothing to do with them. Honestly. And at least the ongoing stories I can see now going on Dynamite is just forgettable. Like I don't care what Wheeler you match in a special episode of Dynamite with MJF because of the Blackpool Fight Club and the women's division. Just even with Paige coming in, I don't. It depends on how they're gonna develop over the storylines. Because I just feel like Tony Khan, because he has no experience with the opposite sex, these women's division feuds are just gonna get more underwhelming. Even if they include the interim women's champion, with like how's Paige even going to like insert himself into the women's division? We know she has injury history. Besides that, the show is pretty alright. Wouldn't go back to watch. Even though the Acclaimed winning the tag titles was my favorite part of the show, Jericho winning the Ring of Honor World title is not going to do anything except put the Ring of Honor World title more on TV. Moxley winning the title was months in the making, and I guess this could at least do some drama with this because Danielson been chasing the belt for a long ass time. Do some drama with this, bro. The Blackpool Fight Club should not be over long at all. Besides that, there was a fun time with a good chat, and of course, with another subscriber. Thank you for coming in live here on the DST show of Wednesday night. Dud. Grand Slam. Thanks for watching the DST show. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends or your close ones for more. And shout out to Rose Montana. He has a channel for himself. And, of course, Steve Callahan, that was also here. That's it for me. Thanks for watching.